afternoon. With T. McGee on vacation, I'm Veronica Corningstone, and this is All Indiana Bets. Today, we are going to break down the National Football League games for you and get all the bets out of the way.
Yeah, what do you want? Turd Ferguson. I found his hat backstage. It's funny. It's bigger than a normal hat. Funny hat.
I got surprises for you today, Indianapolis. Yeah, and go Horseshoe for the shoe.
This is All Indiana Bets, presented for the people by Caesars Sportsbook. We are all Caesars.
Well, I thought today would be a serious show, but I am mistaken. Hello, gentlemen.
Who are you?
Veronica Corningstone in for T. McGee.
Big fan from Married with Children.
No,
That's great.
Close. I'd like to invite you to the party.
Yes.
No.
Let's get started, shall we? You know, no other team has been talked about in the NFL besides your Indianapolis Colts. And I don't think we have two better guests to talk about it today. So what made you go with Sam Ehlinger?
Well, have you seen Matt Ryan?
What about that Andrew Luck guy?
You know, I'm going to tell you something about Andrew Luck. I have learned some advice from my friend Stephen Stills, who said, when you're down and confused, you got to love the one you're with. And I tried calling Andrew Luck, but I got Sam. That's who I got left.
Sam, he wears a big hat too. It's funny. He wears a big hat. He's from Texas. He's a Texas kid.
I like
big hat, funny hat.
We like hats.
You've also got an amazing autograph collection over here off the stage. I'm amazed at all the memorabilia that you've brought today, Mr. Owner.
Yeah, go to my Twitter. I'll be giving out $50 gift cards to the Dollar Tree. If you a 45th caller.
So let's get into this. Can we just get into the game here today? Because this mustache of Turd Ferguson's about to fall off at any given moment here.
Oh, we're done now?
I think we're done.
Okay, fine. We're
Unless
done.
the owner
Bye.
has a song with a guy named Kenny he wants to perform.
Look, I got Kenny Aronoff, I got Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and I got Kenny Moore. All three of them.
There we
great
go.
Kennys. I wish I had Kenny Stabler.
Do you have anything for Carson Wentz today?
Don't bring him up.
Oh,
And don't bring up Dan Snyder. Don't bring him up. I don't have good things to say. I got 12 daughters, and I don't want any of them around Dan Snyder.
Okay. Okay, so today's game, the Commanders are a 3-point favorite. So who do we have for this game?
Look at me. What do you think? I am all about the horseshoe. Go ahead, Ferguson.
let's do a prop bet.
You want to do a prop bet? Let's do a prop
Prop bets
bet.
are fun. Funny bets. Individual players don't need a team. Jonathan Taylor, I think he's going to get a big workload today. If you're the Colts, you've got to get a running game going. Are you going to drop Sam Ehlinger back about 40 times and have him throw the ball? I don't think that's the game plan here. So if you're serious about making money, if you're serious like I am, take this prop right here. Jonathan Taylor, over 17.5 carries. They have to get him going. Last week, he had a great amount of yards per carry, but for some reason, they decided, we don't want to give you the football. This has been a problem with the Colts for a number of games the last couple of years. Give me over 17.5 carries for Jonathan Taylor today. Take that to the bank.
All right, Scott, owner.
I am spending $20 million on a guard. That's like when you go to the dealership and you're planning on buying a sports car and they say, how about buying this $90,000 small SUV? That's what I got on my hands. We are running the ball. That's what the Colts are going to do today. Sam will do a good job by just not losing the ball. You know, I got Matt Ryan, who is a great leader. I have been around great leaders. He is a good leader like Peyton Manning, but he played like Cooper Manning. I am down with any team that is not owned by Dan Snyder.
Hey, who do you have for your first pick?
First of all, Veronica, let me just say, I'm just going to throw this out there. That is a breathtaking hiney. I want to be friends with it.
No.
So I'm going to go the other direction here.
Am I next to Dan Snyder? What is going on here? It's very uncomfortable.
You are not next to Dan Snyder. You're not going to find any incriminating emails on Turd Ferguson. But I do think you're going to find Washington coming out in front of this game here. This is one of those games where I'm afraid I'm going to have buyer's remorse if I don't take this. If Washington wins this game, you're going to wake up the next day and go, wait a minute. I had Sam Ehlinger making his first NFL start. We're not even sure if this guy can play. Why did I take him against a team that's got a pretty good defense? And that's Washington. Think about the under in this game as well, but I'm just not ready to pull the trigger on Sam I am just yet. I need a little bit of body of work in an actual NFL game. So give me Washington. Taylor Heineke's not that bad as far as backup quarterbacks go. Beat Green Bay a week ago, and you're getting points with this cat. So give me Washington +3.
All right, and if you want to keep up with these guys' bets, there is a QR code over the owner right there. Scan it. You're able
Right
to
here,
keep up.
Mr. Owner, it's right above your
Is he going to stay in character the whole show?
I am going to tell you, I have never done better looking at the camera because people don't know where my eyes
This is
are
true.
on the show for once.
Okay, it's time for a break, but don't go anywhere, though. We are just getting started.
Where's Champ Kind? Where's Ron Burgundy at?
Where are they? We need them. Hey, we're just getting started here.
We're
Continue
doing
this
it
out.
for the horseshoe today,
Exactly.
Veronica.
Thank
For
you.
the people, for the shoe, and for the Channel 4 news team.
I feel like Veronica here. Okay, gentlemen.
Whammy!
Hey, on this Halloween Eve, we're going to take our little game, Feeling or Fading It, and we're going to turn it into Trick or Treat. That's coming up next on All Indiana Bets.
I hope we're not.
All Indiana Bets is presented for the people by Caesar Sportsbook, the only sports betting app you need.
Hey, well, we're in the Halloween spirit here on All Indiana Bets, and in honor of Halloween, we're going to play a little game called Trick or Treat.
I want to mention before we let the honorable turd here, Mr. Ferguson, speak again. I was the owner, as I like to call him. I'm a fan of what the owner did this week. I don't want to play another 7-8-1 season. Either go for it, try something different. Don't just be like moderate like the Pacers have done forever. If the Colts lose a bunch of games the rest of the year, okay, I'm not happy about that, but Matt Ryan is not going to win you a playoff game this year. His arm is shot. They gave it a try. Let's see what Sam can do. He can move. If he can take care of the ball, they get Leonard back. I'm just saying right now, I'm super happy with what the Colts are doing. I could change my mind next week. Okay, now let's go.
You know who I'm happy about? Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. All right.
Drove around in the van, solved
Zoinks.
mysteries.
Zoinks.
All right.
That's correct.
Let's get to Trick or Treat, guys, okay? So first up, Colts quarterback Sam Ehlinger is to throw for 219 or more yards in his first career start. Is this a trick or a treat, Scott?
I'm going to say that's a trick. I mean, I'd love it to be a treat, but I don't think that the Colts' plan is to have him throw all around the yard like they did a couple weeks ago with Matt Ryan. They've got Taylor back. Some of the defense is getting healthier. Darius could finally become Shaquille on this show, Shaq. I would just state that I think it will be under 219.
I am going to go the other direction here because I think they're going to find a way to get the backs involved and the tight ends involved here. You're not going to see long passes down the field, but I think if you dink and dunk and do West Coast offense, if done properly, you can get this number. I'm not saying it's going to be an air raid by any means of the imagination here, but I like this number. It's doable. I find this to be a treat.
All right, next, Paris Campbell is coming off the best game of his career as a Colt. So Campbell's receiving total is set at 34.5 today. Is Campbell to record 35-plus receiving yards? Is that a trick or a
Trick!
Oh!
Trick! Not going to happen. I just don't see. He is not a consistent. It's nice he finally appeared, okay? I'm glad he's actually on the field. I've been playing this dance. I've heard from Ballard for now the third year. Oh, he's so special and he's going to do this. Hey, I have to see more than just 1 week. That's a trick. I hope that Pierce and Pittman light it up, but no.
I'm going to have to agree with the owner on this one because it feels like this is a downfield threat. And again, I don't think you're going to find a lot of downfield home run balls being thrown by Sam Ehlinger today. I think they're going to protect him. They're going to roll him out. They're going to make him run a little bit. And I think you're going to get a big dose of Jonathan Taylor today, which is why I went over on his carries earlier. So yeah, this is a trick. I'm not buying it.
Veronica, Danielle, I'm just going to tell you, both teams are really good up front on the defensive side. The Commandos, which I call them.
Which is what Turd Ferguson is today, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, we're going there again.
You're welcome, Indiana.
I'll just tell you right now, they have a terrible offensive line. The Colts have not pass blocked it well either. I don't see either team with a backup quarterback, because they're both backup quarterbacks at this point, doing a lot of deep throwing. It's going to be underneath. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game too.
Okay, last one. So this is another odds boost from our friends at Caesars Sportsbook. Jonathan Taylor to rush for 100-plus yards and score a touchdown. It's boosted to plus 350. Is that a trick or a treat, Scott?
I got to go treat. You know, that one to me seems pretty juicy at 350. And if the Colts want to win, they're going to basically have to put that game plan in motion. So that's the winning way, is him over 100 and him with a touchdown.
I'm saying this is a trick because, again, Washington's good up front. Now, the Colts are going to give Jonathan Taylor the football. They've got to try. But I just don't know if he gets over that 100-yard mark. If you're Washington, you stack the box, and if Sam Ehlinger beats you through the air, then you tip your big, giant foam cowboy hat to him and say, well done, my friend from Texas. I just don't think that's going to happen today. He's going to get a lot of carries. I can see him getting around 85 to 90 yards on maybe 20, 22 carries. This is a trick.
It is time for our second picks. Let's go to Scott first.
After last week on the Pro Show, here we go, putting these on. Now, last week, my big bet was the 49ers. That in the second half went, woo! Today, the 49ers play one team better than all. They could play, I don't know, right now, the worst team. They could play the Texans or whatever you consider the worst team in the NFL, and they might keep it close, but they dominate the Rams. They've lost one game, I believe, out of the last 9. Shanahan is McVay's daddy. You will see it again today. The Rams do not have a big home field advantage there because a lot of 49ers fans come down to LA for that game. I love the 49ers in this spot. Wherever the line is, it's a pick'em game. Just take the 49ers and cash it.
All right, Mr. Ferguson.
So it may seem odd to get stock advice from a man wearing a fake mustache and a foam cowboy hat.
It can't be worse than Jim Cramer.
But there's that old expression of buy low, sell high. And this takes us to the Patriots taking on the Jets. The Jets are at home. They're everybody's darling right now. And the Patriots laid a complete egg in prime time against the freaking Chicago Bears. Are you kidding me? So this is the perfect time to buy low, sell high. Do you think it's been a good week of practice up in Foxborough? Do you think that Bill Belichick enjoyed being humiliated by the Bears in prime time at home? I got to think you're going to get a good bounce-back effort from the Patriots here. Belichick, historically, even when he hasn't had Tom Brady, has done pretty well in bounce-back games. So give me the Patriots here. We're going to lay 3. We're going on the road here, but I'm not sold on the Jets just yet, and the Patriots aren't as bad as people think. So I'll lay the 3. This is a great spot for the Patriots.
Time for another break. Mr. Long, tell the people what they can expect next.
Oh, this is
There
the
you go.
moment right now.
Let's
It's called
go,
the
baby.
long shot. It's still above 80% over the past year. Don't leave your TV. Here we are. There's a man with a yellow hat.
Funny. It's big. Bigger than a normal hat.
The Long Shot, presented for the people by Caesars Sportsbook.
He's putting them on again.
The
There it is.
official sports betting site of the NFL. And it's on this show. Can you believe it? I still am kind of, that's awesome. So put it on me. It's the long shot.
Deep Thoughts by Scott Long.
The costume kind of got him going.
Are you still in the owner mode?
Right.
I'm a little bit. I'm going to tell you right now. Here we go with Tennessee taking on the Texans. Of course, the Titans own the Colts. This seems like one. The Texans are only getting one. It seems like the Titans, even with a backup quarterback, would get 4 or 5 in this spot. It's about spots. The Texans actually played pretty well against the Titans. I don't believe in Willis. Now, Hammer, who was he the quarterback for before Malik Willis?
That would be degenerate special
Exactly.
favorite Liberty.
Liberty! Give me liberty or give me death. I'm predicting death for the Titans. That's how dark I'm being on Halloween. Texans are going to put the Colts right back in that AFC South race.
Man, you ever think like the Big Ten West and the AFC South are just looking at each other, pointing like that Spider-Man meme where they're looking at each other like that?
Yeah.
That's the Big Ten West and the AFC South.
All right, Hammer. Who do you have for your third pick?
So you're telling me that I can get Aaron Rodgers and over 10 points. I'm going to do that. Like, I get that Green Bay hasn't been great this year, and Aaron Rodgers is a weird dude, and this is coming from a guy in this costume sitting next to these people, but Aaron Rodgers is a weird cat. But at the same time, it's not like he forgot how to sling the football here. And he said all week, this is the best possible thing for the Packers. They're going to go on national television. They don't want to get embarrassed. I think they're going to put some points up tonight. I do. Buffalo's probably going to win. They're at home. Josh Allen's really good. But Aaron Rodgers can still sling it around. So give me 10.5. This kind of feels like that Penn State-Ohio State game where you might get that backdoor cover coming into play here. That's too many points for Aaron Rodgers. This is the number you would give to the Carolina Panthers or the Jags or the Texans, not Aaron Rodgers in prime time. Give me the points.
Coming up next, we're heading to the bar.
Danielle, do you notice that this hat appears very close to a cheesehead hat, too?
Oh, it is.
Oh, kind of.
It is, and
Yeah.
then you're throwing in the actual Aaron Rodgers mustache.
There we go.
Right.
I'm feeling a little Rodgers-esque, with
And I'm
that.
sitting next to a crazy woman, so I mean, I really got it all going right now.
What? Like Ron Burgundy, you have man boobs. Hey, let's go to the bar and have a drink. This is going to get our Lunazol locks. They're brought to you by Lunazol Tequila. These are our best bets of the day. They're next on All Indiana Bets.
The Lunazol Lock is brought to you by Lunazol Tequila.
We are going to get to our Lunazol locks in just a minute.
I'm drinking a little Lunazol tequila
Yeah?
right now. I like it.
And what do we put in Hammer?
Diet Mountain Dew.
I'm telling you, Diet Mountain Dew needs to have a tequila
Here we go.
flavor. They got all the other Mountain Dew flavors.
Right.
I think it tastes better than Mountain Dew. It's probably because of this awesome tequila.
Diet Mountain Dew is kind of like mashed potatoes. It's the universal mixer. You can dip your turkey in mashed potatoes, your chicken in mashed potatoes.
Oh,
It's good.
right.
Oh, speaking of,
Oh, look at that.
cashing
segue.
in on debts again.
So what happened last week?
Yeah, Scott, would you like to take it away since this is yours?
I would. Hammer won a bet. Yesterday I had to pay up, and I didn't have a shirt on under the blazer. Sorry, you got to watch on Saturdays, too.
Gosh, I'm so sorry
at
I missed
11.
that.
Danielle was not even here. This is called the Turkey and Gravy Jones Soda And Hammer gets to enjoy the deliciousness of turkey
it smell
gravy,
like? Can I smell
soda.
it? Yeah.
And we put it cold. We do the cold. I don't know if you like your gravy cold. We're doing it.
So this is a gravy soda, and
Yeah.
because I lost the bet to you last
Yes.
week, I have to drink this thing. Let me see
Bottoms
what it tastes
up.
like.
It smells awful. Oh. Okay.
That is what happens
my
on Thanksgiving in Beech Grove. The guys just drink the gravy. Usually they don't even, maybe a straw. Hammer.
Oh my goodness, he's still going. There we go.
Turd Ferguson became Frank the
Yes.
Tank right there. I love it, man.
How was it?
Not good.
Not-
Like when you made me drink that horrible thing, what was it?
the pumpkin spice latte tequila.
The pumpkin space
Which was
latte
worse?
mixed with tequila.
Yeah.
I still think that was worse.
Really?
That wasn't great, but at least it was cold, right? So I can chug anything that's cold. That's the Ball State in me coming out.
Yes.
But that pumpkin spice latte thing you had tasted like a mixture of
It was
sweat and feet.
lukewarm too.
Sweaty
Okay.
feet. Well, we need to have a Rex Ryan profile.
There we go. Okay,
We
let's
do it all.
get to our Lunazol locks. Mr. Long, who do you have?
Man, I got to say this right now. Football is so much about the week you're playing. We saw the world-beating Chicago Bears last week. Justin Fields, he was amazing. The Patriots have one kryptonite in the world, and I think Hammer was right in thinking that the Patriots will play well against the Jets. But if you're a player at quarterback who can run, the Patriots are not fast on defense. They get exposed. They'll get beat up by the Eagles. They would get beat up by the Falcons. And of course, the Bears finally found their magic. Not today. The Cowboys might have the fastest defense, definitely maybe the front four in football. I think it's just a beat down on the Bears. I'm sorry. Glad you got to enjoy your 1 week of success, Chicago. Dallas, -10. Dak comes for his second week. I just think the Cowboys are one of the better teams in the NFL. Did not see that at the start of the year, but their defense is so good, and they're finally running the ball more than passing.
Cowboys one of the better teams in the NFC. Like, it feels like the NFC is kind of wide open right now.
Yeah.
Like in the AFC, you can look at Buffalo, you can look at Kansas City, even though they've been up and down, and say the Super Bowl runs through these places.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is in the NFC, but I do know this mustache is going to fall off here at any moment. And it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, it's crooked a little bit.
Now I look like Sam Elliott.
Okay, Hammer, who do you have?
Listen, I'm not an Atlanta Falcons fan, but all they do is cover. So why would I not hitch my wagon to the Falcons today when they're taking on one of the worst teams in the league? The Panthers can tell you all they want. Oh, we're not tanking. We believe in Philip Walker. We want to get rid of Christian McCaffrey because it's the right thing to do. No, I know a tank job when I see it. And eventually, that's going to come out into their play. And the Falcons, they're not anybody's Super Bowl favorite, but look what they've done all year. They are lean, mean, covering machines. They're starting to get Pitts more into the offense. Once they do that, he's going to be the next great tight end in the NFL. And Mariota's not going to lose the game, but he will cover it for you. So give me -4. I'm going to lay the 4. Falcons as a favorite historically doesn't happen very often, at least last couple of years. But right now, they're covering everything. I like what they're doing. I'll lay the 4.
There is no better, I'm just telling you, Danielle, no better prognosticator on the NFL that wears a big yellow hat than Hammer. It
Right.
is just a
We give the
remarkable.
people what they want right here in all
We
of
do.
bets.
Hey, and coming up next, it's time to play America's fastest growing game show, Prop, Lock, or Drop It with Jason Hammer. He's taking it by storm. He's got some more hot props to give you after the break.
Hot.
It is time to play Prop, Lock, or Drop It. And guess what? I am your host, Bert Convey. All right.
Congratulations to the 5 people who remember who Bert Convey was.
Hey, I
Win, lose, or
work-
draw was great.
Yes. First up, Bills hosting the Packers on Sunday Night Football. Who would have ever thought, like you said, 10.5 is the spread. Buffalo running back Devin Singletary's rushing total is set at 55.5. Hammer looked at it. Is he going to lock or drop?
We are going to lock this one in because Singletary's become the bell cow for Buffalo. With all the weapons they have in the passing game, that works when you can run the football here. And I know Chicago's defense is pretty good, but I think Buffalo will have a lead in this game. Therefore, I think they're going to run the football. This is a workable number here, 55.5. I think if you play with the lead, you should get this. Now, I do think Green Bay covers, but 55.5, we're going to ride the Lightning, and we're going to lock this in as an over.
Your next host, of course, Anthony Davis, Lakers.
I like that. Well done. Well
The
done.
Unibrow is in town. Bears taking on the Cowboys. Chicago quarterback Justin Fields. I know what I think. Over/under for rushing attempts is set at 8.5. Do you lock or do you drop?
We're going to lock this in because remember, here's a little analytics 101. Rushing attempts count if you get pressure and you have to scramble out. If he runs forward for a pickup of 1, if it's a quarterback sneak on 3rd and 1, you get credit for the rushing attempt. So 8.5 with Justin Fields, are you kidding me? I have zero faith these Bears wide receivers are going to get any separation. So when you drop Justin Fields back, when you roll him out, he can't find anybody open. He's going to run. He's an elite runner. So yes, this is way too low. We're going to lock this in as an over. Lock it up, Scott. Let's go.
The game of the day is the 49ers, the Rams. It's a pick'em game. That's how tight. Division rivals. They played for the NFC Championship. Now, Christian McCaffrey has joined the 49ers. Over/under, they've got over a week now to incorporate him into the offense. Do you think Christian can do rushing yards of over 60.5? Lock or drop?
As the Beastie Boys once said, we are going to drop this one down low. I think he's going to be more active in the passing game out of the backfield than I do as a rusher. It's hard to beat the Rams through the ground. Even though that offense of theirs looks like a train wreck, Rams defense can still slow down the run, and McCaffrey hasn't been there long enough to pick up every single trick of the trade yet. Doesn't know exactly how his blockers like to do things, what's going on with the offense. I think you'll find some reasons to get him involved in the passing game for sure. Little flare out of the backfield, I can see a couple of those, but that's too many yards on the ground in a divisional game against a rival for a dude that's been there barely 2 weeks. We're going to drop that one down low.
I think you love football even more than me because you talk about stuff that are just like, why would you even care? But you do. You put the time in. Here we go, Giants missing. I feel like that was like negative to you, but it wasn't.
Well, I'm used to you being negative to me. Like, if you notice, it doesn't even faze me anymore.
I'm just thinking of the hot chicken that's around the corner. That's all I can focus
The
on.
hot chick or the hot chicken?
I don't want to talk about the other part.
I think we've got both over there, to be honest.
HR has already spoke to me about that idea. Rookie wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson, over/under in the Seahawks-Giants game is set for his receiving total of 43.5. Do you lock or do you drop?
By the way, one of my favorite things is when we just start rolling, the look of uncomfortable, like, cringeness from our camera crew.
Yeah.
We're going to lock this in because he's become the Giants' #1 target. Now, again, this isn't like it's the Bills. This isn't like it's the Kansas City Chiefs. But you can't give every single carry to Saquon Barkley. As good as Barkley is, he can't carry it every single time. The go-to receiver has become Robinson with the Giants, and that's a low number for a #1 receiver. Find me a #1 guy on any NFL team with a total that low. I'm telling you, this is going to be an over. Lock this one in.
If you want to guarantee your son will be great as a receiver, put an apostrophe in the middle of his name, like Wan'Dale. That is awesome. Okay, Falcons hosting the Panthers. Atlanta QB Marcus Mariota, almost perfect this year against the spread. His passing total, 161.5. Do you lock? Do you drop?
Now, if you look at what he's done the last couple of weeks, you're going to say to yourself, there's no way he's getting there. He's a game manager. He dinks, he dunks, they run the ball. It's tight ends, it's passes out of the backfield. But today, they've got a favorable matchup. You can torch the Carolina Panthers. If you're a quarterback and you don't have at least 162 yards on the Carolina Panthers, stop what you're doing and retire. Marcus Mariota, I'm with you. I got you today. If you're ever going to go over 161.5, today's the day. It's a complete fate of Carolina's defense, to be honest. But give me the over on this one. We're going to lock it in.
So we're going to do the final picks next. And we got the Mick pick, which is no Mickey Mouse pick.
No.
It is on
Danielle's rolling.
fire. It is on the grill. It is hot chicken. Let's make it happen. Stay tuned. We're back in, I don't know, a couple minutes.
Presented for the people by Caesars Sportsbook. Your first bet is on Caesars. Bet up to $1,250. And if you don't win, you'll get it back as a free bet. Terms and conditions apply. Must be 21 and over.
I didn't know if you were going to make it, Scott.
I'm going to try this. It's
Okay.
I don't know if we got
Oh,
better
gosh.
sanitation.
It smells
That's the
horrible.
gravy soda. It's not bad.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, no.
I'm glad you had to drink that.
Compared to the thing that you made me drink last week,
I loved watching that still. It's one of my highlights of my career. Hey, it's final pick times. Let's go with Mr. Long first. Or do you need me to go Hammer first? Or you need to rinse that out?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. That was kind of, I'm just going to tell you right now. The Giants are scary in the fourth quarter. I've been beaten by them 3 times. They're not good. It's going to change. They are not the 6-1 New York Giants. But congratulations, you got me scared. First half, though, in Seattle, I'm going to take the Seahawks. I'm going to cash that check probably about 8 minutes into the first quarter. That's where I feel on this one. So love the Seahawks. First half bet, -1.5, 1 field goal, gets you covered.
Mr. Hammer.
so when it comes to Kirk Cousins, we know this. He stinks in prime time, right? He's awful. Well, last time I checked, this Vikings and Cardinals game was not in prime time. So give me Kirk Cousins. I don't know what it is when the sun goes down, he forgets how to play quarterback. Maybe the lights get too bright, the pressure's too big. But right now, this is a bad Cardinals team. They're a mess. And they're going to get a little bit better as the year goes on once Hopkins gets more incorporated into the offense. But this game is in Minnesota, and the Cardinals are on the road. Nope. Factor all these things in. Home game, not prime time. Cardinals stink. Lay the 4 with Minnesota and take that money and go buy yourself some hot chicken.
Go buy yourself some hot chicken. All right, I'm going to do my curtsy like you love, Mr. Long.
I like it.
It is time for the Mick pick.
Look at that number. You got a little special thing
No,
there.
it gets me all
What's that
excited.
called? A blurb? Is that what that's called?
A
blurb?
burst.
Burst.
I even put it on the gram because I was so happy. I was like, look, Mom, I got it. Okay, so time for the Mick pick. Lions getting 3.5 points at home. So they're both the Dolphins and the Lions are about 500 when they are betting against the spread, but the Lions are 2-1 at home and the Dolphins are 1-2 away. Tua is back, but is he really back? That last game, especially in the second half, looked a little rusty, so I'm not sure. Plus, Ross St. Brown is back and Swift is back. I think we're going to see a Lions team that we saw at the beginning of the season. I'm taking the Lions plus 3.5, and we're going 6-2.
Can you give me the official pose that Veronica Corningstone does? Like,
Oh, she's like just stiff, like.
isn't there like a leg cross
thought
at
it was
some
like
point?
this,
Yeah,
though.
isn't there a
Oh,
leg
and
cross?
yes.
Yes. Classic 9. I bet
Go to his Instagram. We posed this morning on it.
Yep, Hammer and Nigel on Instagram. And when we come back, though, we're going to recap the picks that we've made.
Finally.
Yeah.
And producer Peter, he's got his teaser lined up.
Yes.
But really, all this is filler until we get to the hot chicken. Because I can smell it in the studio. I'm salivating, and I'm excited for it. So,
Like this.
there it
Like
is.
that. There we go.
Stay classy, Indianapolis. We're coming
And
right
thanks
back.
for stopping by.
Stay classy.
And thanks for stopping.
Let's get rich, kids. How do we do it, Scott?
Gonna do these quickly. I want to get to the chicken. Colts -3. Yeah, Sam. 49ers own. They are the daddy of the Rams. Texans +1. Titans fall. Cowboys is probably the best bet of the week. Seahawks -1.5. First half.
I'm going the other direction. I got the Commanders +3. I just don't know about Sam yet. I need some more info. The Patriots, the Packers, the Falcons, the Vikings, make those plays. We're gonna get rich today, kids. And speaking of getting rich, Peter's teasers. Don't tease me, bro. Oh, there it is. Got the Turd Ferguson stash on, my man.
Actually, I'd like to give a shout out to Scott. I grew this mustache using the hair he ripped off his nipples yesterday on the way home from Wish TV. If you
Those
remember,
are all true. We use the word areola in TV, though.
Are we
Go
not-
ahead,
Are
please.
we not allowed to say nipple?
Well, I've been looking for a new producer, and finally you did it.
Okay,
Go,
well,
mustache
yep.
man. Let's finish it off.
Chris will be with you guys next week. It's been fun. 5-1 on teasers this year. Lost our first one last week. So you know what we're going to do this week? We're going to double down. I got 2 for you today. I just had too many games that I liked. First one, Packers +17.5. It's Aaron Rodgers. That's too many points. Cardinals +11 against the Vikings. We know that the Cardinals are better on the road than they are at home for whatever strange reason. We'll take them up to +11. And then the Lions +10.5. Dan Campbell at home as a home underdog has been about as good as they come. That's the first teaser. The second one, Browns +10 on Monday night against the Bengals. Texans +8 against the Titans, who I said last week are frauds, and I stand by that. And the Dallas Cowboys -3 against the Chicago Bears. Hammer, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm impressed that you were able to wear this thing for as long as you did. You must have a stronger upper lip than me, because it's gonna fall off any second now. I've only been talking for about a minute and a half.
Hammer, did you notice that Peter looks like about 3 different presidents of the 1800s?
Right. Like if Grover Cleveland and Magnum PI had a kid, it would be Peter right now.
I've
which
always,
is fantastic.
I've always dreamed of being Ulysses S. Grant. So Scott, I appreciate you saying that.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Now, let's get down to the good stuff. Naptown Hot Chicken is here. Danielle's already over there. She's eating the chicken. She's doing the things. Naptown Hot Chicken is in the house. We'll get some tailgate food next on All Indiana Bets. You can have your Halloween candy.
Oh, yes.
You can give me this instead. Look at this spread. Naptown Hot Chicken is in the house. My man Dave Brown is here.
Chef Dave.
Chef Dave.
Sir, yes, sir.
What do we got here, man?
Man, we got some good food here. We got our nap fries up there in the front, our sweet potatoes, our collard greens made in-house, macaroni and cheese.
Collard greens made in-house.
In-house, 5 hours it takes to cook them. We cook it with smoked turkey, man, and includes a whole bunch of good flavors in there. We got macaroni and cheese. We got our chicken sandwich. We got fried okra. We got our tenders.
It's like
everything.
everything. And,
Everything.
And if you don't know, Chef Dave is the Chuck D. This is Flavor Flav. This
The
is
hype man.
Hype man in the house. Okay, so where should I start, Chef Dave? If I'm going to grab something, it looks like this
That
is calling
chicken
my
sandwich is
name.
calling your name with a fried pickle on top.
All right, so he's going
Really?
to dive into this chicken sandwich. What's all on that chicken sandwich?
Man, we got our coleslaw that's made in-house. and
Say
we got
no
our
more.
Chicken breast that we chop. And
Oh, what?
breaded.
The fried pickle's on
Fried
there.
pickle, you can't skip that.
Now, get something. I want some chicken. I want some hot chicken here. What do we got?
All right, we're gonna have you go ahead and try the tenders right here.
Okay.
Oh,
Give
my
me some of
God.
that. The tenders.
And then that okra,
Oh.
that fried okra will make you scream.
Okay, now this is going to be like a dorky white guy question from a kid from Beach Grove.
Right.
Is this considered soul food?
Yes, everything
Okay.
is made with love.
Now I'm down. I'm totally down. Oh man.
Now it's about the drip, and that's why I needed to get a napkin.
Yeah,
I'm going
this
to tell you
chicken got drip.
I'm going to tell you, there's a
thank
place
you.
that some people think is good for chicken sandwiches. Not even open today. You know what's open? This place, and you won't have to wait, right, all day in a drive-through. So when are you guys over?
Man.
Where your guys are at the Circle City?
We're
Center
at
Mall.
the mall on the 3rd floor in the food court. We're open 7 days a week. Today we're open from 12 to 6 p.m. before
Perfect.
the game.
Right.
Come on over and get some
Oh
food.
my gosh,
Colts
this is
kick off
so
at
good.
4. And when did you guys open up in the mall?
We're opened up about 2 months ago in the mall.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to enjoy the game. You're going to eat this food, and you're going to see us next Sunday and Saturday at 11.
Oh man. Thank you so much. This is awesome.
I'm there.
So again, Danielle, come on here, get some. Get some.
I am.
You can just move me out the way.
No, I'll move them out of the way. You're more important. I'm going to just take this whole thing
Everything
right
is
here.
so good.
What kind of sauce is this again?
I love this.
Naptown Hot.
Naptown Hot. I love the hot stuff. Bring the heat. Bring
that
that
makes us
heat.
different is our drip. So we all about this chicken got drip. We have no dry rub. Everything we do is made with love and salt.
This is amazing.
What's this drink in this
That
ball
right
jar?
there is our nap punch. We got banana pudding, and then we got our pineapple
Did you know
lemonade.
that was banana pudding?
Banana pudding?
That's mine.
You can have it.
I want
Thank
more
you.
than
A little bit.
I want more than
The
okra.
okra is really good. Hey, everyone,
really
thank you
thick.
for watching. We hope you have a wonderful Halloween and enjoyed our
yeah.
Halloween show.
Be safe.
Thank you. I'm going to still eat.
Don't be cheap. Give the kids some candy.
That's the chicken.
You got like regular sized candy bars?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I don't
good.
care how old they are. At least they're not breaking into your car. Give the kids some candy, for Christ's sake.
Hey, thank you for stopping by. I'm 72% sure I love you. And we will see you next weekend, Saturday 11,
Stay
Sunday
classy.
at noon. And thanks for stopping by.
Good luck, everybody. Naptown Hot Chicken.